It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set, 10-2 start. Here we go,
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, ready, 70, Indy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Topper! Shoot!
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
54,
Here's Foles. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set.
Watch my board. Pick me up. Here we go.
Sit.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Ready.
50, Max, 50. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Benjamin's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the safety creep.
80 weapon.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's got daylight. The 20. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Down. 10-2 start.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Fournette on the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Foles. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Line 54. Line 54. Let's go, let's go.
Now Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down, Jaguars.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there at 22.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Dillon looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score, Jaguars 14, 49ers 7. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up. 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Ready? 60-yard.
47-yard line. Get him! Get him! Get him!
Get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another 49er first down.
Ready, ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. last completion, certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Looking to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 2. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. big play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Foles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Completes it to Lee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Foles now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll toss it to Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Foles throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
Now Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 37.
General West.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill. Turn it up.
Ready.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You don't want to cry for me.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Breida. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hit it.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, 49ers 14. Josh Lambo, the kicker.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a stapler for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
2nd and 10. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,
skills.